What's up, guys? Here's another What's Sold video. This is everything that's sold Tuesday and Wednesday. Woohoo! A Pit Panther. That was close. I thought that was it. That's Georgia Tech. That's not Pitt. Thought I had another crate of these things. Let me check. Thought I was going insane there for a minute. I couldn't find this other thing. I looked everywhere. I looked through like 50 different crates. Pretty sure this is it. It's Pitt jersey. We paid $2 for it, and we sold it for, I think, $16. If you're not into the know about these all over print NASCAR shirts, you need to start learning about them now. This was an all over print Jeff Gordon. It was brand new, never been worn. And what an all over print means is pretty much when the whole t-shirt has a graphic on it, all over. It's pretty much self-explanatory. These things sell fast. I bought this for $2 at the thrift store like 3 days ago. And I sold it for $137.99. And it sold within like 2 days. So these things really sell. Then I also picked this one up. It's another all over print. And it's just of the NASCAR stadium, or, you know, wherever they race. It was like Bristol, I think. And it was an all over Bristol print. And we picked this up for $2 the same day, and we sold it for $39.99 today. I think I need the shirt that's in here, possibly. Maybe not. I don't know. Nope, that's not the shirt. Ah, there we go. The shirt wasn't here. This is a No Fear from the 90s shirt. We paid $2 for it, and we got 28 bucks for it. So every time I decide that, you know, I don't want to carry clothes anymore, shirts don't really sell that fast, they don't sell for that much, then I start thinking about, I just got $28 for this shirt I just paid $2 for. I just got $138 for a t-shirt that I paid $2 for. Every time I think I'm not going to carry them anymore, I saw stuff like this and I'm like, yeah, I think it's worth it. CD, Graham Parker. Wow, I have no idea where that is. I don't recall ever having that CD. That's funny that we get so many CDs that I don't remember all the CDs that we get. I guess I should have looked at the front of it to kind of know what I'm looking for. Could have passed it already, I wouldn't even know. It's always the last one. We paid 50 cents for this at Peddler's Junction a few weeks ago. It might have been a month ago. We sold it for $19.99 used. It's another one of those slick ones. There's no curve or, you know, edges on that. So it's one of the older kind of first issue CDs. That's why it sold for 20 bucks. Autograph of Nicholas Hoult. Some of you probably are like, who is Nicholas Hoult? I have no idea who that is. But you know what? I bet you do know who he is. If you've seen Warm Bodies, he was the zombie in Warm Bodies. Let's see. If you've seen Road Warrior, the new one, he was that little guy on Road Warrior. But we sold this for, we sent an offer for $28.49. I think we have about $20 or $10 in this, so we made some money on it. All right, here's something we sold that you'll definitely know who it is. It's an autograph of Wolverine. I'm sure everybody knows who Wolverine is. Losing them at Tom Baker's. There we go. It was an autograph of Hugh Jackman. It actually had a leaf certificate on it where it shows it's authentic. But I think we have about $50 tied up into this, and we sold it for $74.99. Sold a triple pack of Clint Eastwood. Can't remember if both of these were the same or not. Maybe not. Shoot. Don't think these are it. Let's see. Eastwood, tightrope. Might have been a Blu-ray. Is there an Eastwood in here, a Blu-ray? Well, that's just my luck. Thought I might have had it under tightrope or something. Alright. We're going to try to stop a problem from happening. What happened was I just checked my listing, and evidently I just didn't change the listing that somebody else had before, and I didn't write the right title for the thing or the description. So what happened? Well, a lot of times when you're doing media, you know, you scan it, and that scan code is only good for that movie. So I guess I didn't double check it because I scanned it, and that's what came up on the seller thing. But it's the wrong movies. They must have the same scan bar for that triple pack as this triple pack. So, I mean, it's an honest mistake. So I just messaged the buyer, find out if they wanted to cancel the order, or they wanted me to send this one that I did have in. So we'll hear back from them and see what happens. Yesterday I had a return on a 1984 WVU Raglan t-shirt. It had never been worn. It hasn't been touched by human hands for 35 years. It was a thrift find, but come to find out, all the t-shirts that I found at the thrift store that day were donated by a lady that her husband died and closed down their t-shirt shop like in 1991. So all the inventory is from 1991 and back. So there was all kinds of shirts from the 80s and early 90s. So I know the stuff is vintage, and I know it's real. You can tell by looking at it. But I had a guy, or I don't know, a guy or a girl open up a complaint that they washed it and all the color bled out into the other color of the shirt. So now the whole shirt's yellow instead of gray and yellow. But I don't think I should be responsible for that. I don't know if they washed it correctly. I mean, if they could have washed it in hot water and it would cause it to bleed, which you're supposed to wash that stuff in cold water when you do it the first wash, because I explained to them it was new without tags. It's never been washed. It's never been touched. So looks like I'm going to end up losing about $60 on that one. I mean, I only paid like 28 cents for the shirt, but it's just the principle, the thing that, you know, I'm not the reason that, you know, I'm getting a return. And then they said I questioned the authenticity of the t-shirt also. Because they said it was cheaply made. If any of you have ever seen 1983, 84, 85 t-shirts, I lived through the 80s. I remember them. They were paper thin t-shirts. I mean, they weren't like the real heavy duty shirts of the 90s. Like in the 90s, they started getting really, really heavy duty. But in the early 80s, the mid 80s, that stuff was paper thin. You could see your hand, you know, you could see your chest hair through the freaking shirt. So, you know, they are thin, but like I said, they are 1985 t-shirts. I have a bunch of them over here from that t-shirt shop. But anyway, that's me just kind of ranting. Just let you guys know what's going on. I don't let you know about all the good things. You know, we talk about some of the bad things too. So, but hopefully I don't lose my $60. I mean, that's a pretty big loss on an item, I think. But I'm going to talk to eBay Business on Facebook, see if they can help me out. because they opened up as not as described, even though the item was described as new, as 1985. And like I said, they're questioning the authenticity so they can get a free return, I believe. But anyway, let's get back to what we were doing. All right, we sold a Taz shirt. We have a couple places it could be, so let's try to find that. Yeah, like I said, I don't mean to drag everybody down by the rants and stuff, but you know, it gets, like I said, it gets kind of let's try to get this. Yeah. Gets kind of frustrating as a reseller sometimes when even when you do the right things, they take away your money and they do false claims and stuff. I said it wasn't my fault that shirt was, you know, that they ruined the shirt by washing it wrong, having the wrong care on it, but, you know, what are you going to do? Who are you going to complain to? Hopefully, like I said, hopefully they give me credit for it or something. But I don't know. They've been getting kind of tough about stuff, even though it's not your fault and stuff. So, well, hopefully it's in here. But obviously, they don't know about this massive media I have here on YouTube. You know, all these followers that I have. You know, they don't realize that. They don't know who I am. Oh, never mind. I only have 500 followers. Nobody cares. But anyway, if I did have some, that might help. I don't know. It might not. Anyway, we sold this Taz. It's from 1997. It's a biker Taz. We paid $1.99 for it. And I believe we sold it for $17. Actually, we sold that for $19.80. I believe it was. We sent them an offer. I think we had, $23.99 on it. So we wanted to sell some stuff because we haven't been selling too much stuff lately. So we gave them a few bucks off. Cujo Blu-ray. We bought this for $1 from a customer, and we sold it for $13.99. Okay, we sold that Wii scan disc. Where'd I put it? There we go. It was a Wii scan disc memory card. I picked this up for $2 at a thrift store, and we sold it for $24.99. Prison of Secrets DVD. Prison of... That's the price. There we go. Prison of Secrets. It's new. It's never been opened. That came out of that 75 count lot that we bought for $50, and 50 of them were sealed. We sold that for $11.99. I like to give you guys advice, like whenever I think about it. But anyway, like that person that brought me that lot of stuff, it was like 75 DVDs, 50 of them were sealed. I think I gave him $50 for all of them. But let people know what you collect, what you buy, what you like to flip. Because a lot of people just have stuff sitting around the house they just don't want. This was an older couple, and they just, anytime they go to yard sales and they buy movies and stuff like that, like really cheap, they'll bring stuff to me what they don't want, because they know I'll buy it from them. And like I said, I gave them like $50. They probably paid $25 for it. I've made a ton of money. They made a ton of money. It's all good. But like I said, make sure you talk to people, network with people, let people know exactly what you're looking for, what you sell, and stuff like that, because you know they will get a hold of you if they want money, or they're needing to sell some stuff, or they want to get rid of some of their inventory or some of their collection or some of their whatever. They're going to call you, and you're going to make some money from it. All right, now the Brotherhood. Let's go. Brotherhood right there. It was used. We paid $1 for that at a pawn shop, and we sold it for $19.99.